When we started to play in the band, that was not the idea. And the idea was not at all. You know, it was just a basic thing. We needed something to sing along with the songs. But as we evolved, and in 2004, when we were writing recording the songs for Prima Victoria album, that's when we thought, we started out with actually the song Prima Victoria, and we were like, okay, this was interesting. This was more interesting to write about, and instead of just telling any story, we tell a story that means something, and we have lyrics that we sing about that means something, and when we write them, we learn something. I mean, we get impressions, and they mean more to us and also to some other people. Obviously, there's a lot of people who listen to Sabaton who don't really care for the lyrics, which is totally fine. It's not the idea that everybody must know what we're singing about. Not at all. It's just makes more sense than some other lyrics.
Pretty much. I mean, obviously we can't do soft pop, but I don't like soft pop. You know what I mean? We have the rule, and I always had it, that if it's within the realm of hard rock to extreme metal, anywhere in between there, if it's a good song, it's a good song. And we do have some really out there stuff, which is songs like The Final Solution, even harder, faster stuff, and we never had a problem bringing those two. Of course, there are some ideas I write sometimes that doesn't fit, but I still write them. It's like we have a lot of stories about heroes we wanted to tell on this album, but
I don't think any country I've been in has a more genuine interest in history. I think I met teenagers on the streets here, drunk, knowing more about history than Swedish history professors, pardon my language. I'm not saying this because we are in Poland. I think there is a genuine interest of history here that I rarely see anywhere else.
There's this Swedish saying called "ta seden dit man kommer," which basically means in English,
well, adapt to the situation you're in, or adapt to the place you are visiting.
Yeah, exactly, which comes down to knowing a bit of the country and interest yourself. We had some time to spend here, actually in Warsaw, last time we were here, which is now 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I stayed around a few days, and just to see the city and walk around, it's a nice vibe here. I like it. Good restaurants, nice people, good people.
We've been to the battlefield where the Battle of Wisna happened, the Uprising Museum. We've been to Old Town Warsaw, which isn't really old anymore. It was rebuilt. Krakow, Oświęcim. I think every human being who has the opportunity to do it and the money to do it should visit Auschwitz, or Oświęcim as you call it. I had the opportunity to visit it twice. That evening I was so empty inside that, no, when I remember when we were there the second time, I just said no, I'm not going back. It's enough to be there once, trust me. What impresses me the most is no matter if the opposing force is 10 times stronger, you guys never give up. It goes for something when Napoleon says, I would rather have 30 Polish than 300 of his imperial guard. You know? In the world, what I've seen, it's only you guys, the Finnish and the Scottish, who have that. No, you will not take us. People think, oh, you sing for us in Poland, and yeah, kind of we do, but the most important thing is you guys already know about this. We're not singing this for you in a sense, we're singing this for the rest of the world who hasn't heard the story, and every nation has its own history.
And for ourselves too, you know. I've heard about the Winged Hussars and seen the photos, but not dug any deeper into what it actually was and who they were and what they did, you know.
Yes, we get a ride of it as well. So if you ever have any ideas, I mean, we already did the Winged Hussars, but if there's anything else in Polish history that we missed, please send us emails, because about 40% of most of our albums are inspired by you guys.
That was the only music video I ever had fun doing, because I hate doing music videos. It is so boring, it is bullshit, because they tell you, okay, play this song again, play this song again, play this song again. But now we had a big production. We had famous Polish actors. We had Peter Stormare from Hollywood coming in, and we had one of your NATO generals in the video as well. And actually that was really fun, because it was more like a movie set. than a heavy metal video. We played the songs maybe 5 or 6 times, something like that. And you know, with the pyros and the flamethrowers, and then we would walk around, watch them shoot the story of the video. So actually the only music video I enjoyed doing was Uprising. The rest I fucking hated. I'm sorry. We're very lucky. We have very good fans all over the world, and it's not only in Poland we have very good fans. But I can honestly say Poland is one of the top places you can always play as a heavy metal band. We are not the only band who says this, and especially with the connection we have singing about military history, with the songs like 40-1 Uprising about Polish military history, has made it kind of a special bond.
A lot of songs that Sabaton has is written. Is that because the inspiration comes from the fans, and the ideas comes in from the fans, because when we sit home in Sweden we don't know what's happened in the whole world. We can impossibly know that. In school we don't learn what's happening in every country around the world. No chance. We are barely learning our own history. But thanks to a lot of fans, it started with the song 40-1. One fan sent in, here's an idea that maybe would suit you for singing a song about it. And we thought that that was absolutely exactly that we were looking for. And I mean, for the next one, which we wrote about Poland, the Uprising song, we were invited to the Warsaw Uprising Museum, and we got all the inspiration on location, which means even more when you have the connection that you are there, you can feel it, you can see it, you can talk to people who can tell the stories instead of just reading on the internet or in a book or something like that. So Uprising was very emotional.